Hello guys and welcome back to Binging with... Nah, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the Truffles Guy channel. My name is Santiago, the Truffles Guy. Gotta confess, I'm a bit nervous. This is the first time I've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
Record the recipe in English, that is. If you haven't seen my previous channel, I'm a chef. I'm from Colombia. I have a recipes YouTube channel in Spanish. And now I want to make recipes in English. This will be the first video. We're gonna make a no-bake lasagna. It's an incredible dish. It's incredibly easy. The ingredients are easy to find. I'm just gonna present you a version of a lasagna. We're gonna make beef lasagna, but you can transform this recipe however you like. I'm just gonna present the base of the recipe. You can make a chicken lasagna or a veggie lasagna with this recipe. So without further ado, these are the ingredients we're gonna use today. You can pause the video here or you will find them down below in the description box. We're using 1 pound of ground beef, that's about 500 grams. We're using mozzarella cheese, about 100 grams, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. We're gonna use half an onion, tomato sauce. We're gonna use about 400 milligrams, that's about 1 can. Lasagna pasta sheets, we're gonna use about 10 of them. And as I told you in the beginning, you can change most of these ingredients to make the lasagna you want. I'm just gonna teach you like the base recipe for it. Let's start. We're gonna start by chopping our onion, half of it. This table is a bit wobbly, so a tip for that to stop happening is just to place a wet towel underneath. That way the table stops dancing around. So we're gonna cut it in half. Now we're gonna take this part off, the head, I suppose. We're gonna remove the exterior layer in order to get finely chopped onions fast and easy. You just gotta make some cuts as such. Then you just make a cut like this. That way you have your finely chopped onion with no tears, head and shoulder style. That's it. We're just gonna place it in the bowl again. Now we're gonna grate the cheese. As you might have guessed, we're gonna grate the cheese using a grater, or you can finely chop it using a knife. Do whatever you want. I'm not your dad. This is gonna be a recurring gag in this channel like it is in my Spanish channel. That's it for the cheese. Now we're gonna chop our garlic. Peeling it is really easy. You just take the flat part of a knife and you apply some pressure and the skin should come right off, and you just cut this part. There's some discussion regarding the stem of garlic. Some people say that it's not very healthy and it leads to stomach aches, so you can remove it if you want to. And now we're just gonna chop it like this, no particular form required, and we just place it back in the bowl. Now, since we're making this lasagna without an oven, we're making it in a pan. We're gonna need to pre-cook the lasagna sheets. If you did it in an oven, you could skip this step, but since the cooking time in the pan is really short, this could come out really hard in the end product. So we're just gonna pass it through boiling water for 20 seconds or such for it to soften a bit. We're gonna take a pot of water, we're gonna bring it to a boil. Once the water is boiling, we're gonna bring down the heat to a minimum, and then we're just gonna place 3 or 4 sheets at a time. We don't want them to stick. We're just gonna leave them for about 30 seconds, 20-30 seconds.
A few moments later.
They've been here for about 30 seconds. As you see, they become much more flexible. Now we're gonna take them out in a plate with aluminum foil or something to prevent them from sticking, like this. Then we're gonna place another aluminum foil sheet on top of that, and we're gonna place more lasagna pasta sheets on top of this one until we're finished cooking them all. Once we've cooked all of our lasagna sheets, we're gonna start making our bolognese. Now we're gonna use a big pan. Here's my hand for a reference. We're gonna make our bolognese sauce here, but we're also gonna make the finished lasagna in this pan. So try and use the biggest pan that you have. It's really important that you have a lid for it, okay? We're gonna heat this pan with a little bit of oil. Once it's hot, we're gonna cook the onions and the garlic for 5 minutes or so it becomes a bit more transparent. Now we're gonna add the ground beef. Let's try and break it apart a bit. We're gonna add salt and pepper, and we're just gonna let it cook for about 10 minutes until we see that the meat has changed colors, so we can finally add the tomato sauce. Once the meat is thoroughly cooked, we're gonna add the tomato sauce. We're gonna mix it in, and we're gonna just let this cook in low heat for about 5 minutes so it thickens a bit, and then we're gonna remove it to a different bowl so we can build our lasagna right here in this pan. This has been cooking for about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna kill the heat and I'm gonna place it in a different bowl. We're gonna start with a layer of sauce. This much sauce is perfect. This is just to prevent the lasagna from sticking to the bottom. Now we're gonna place a layer of pasta sheet. I'm gonna cut a sheet so I can place it right here, covering all the holes. Now we're gonna add another layer of sauce. Now we're gonna place the sheets looking the other way. The first layer was like this. We're gonna place them like this in the second layer. This will prevent the lasagna from coming apart when you're cutting it. Again, some scraps right here. More sauce. Now for the last layer of pasta. Now a small layer of sauce on top. If you leave this last layer dry, so to speak, the corners of the pasta sheets will bend. So we need to moisturize them. That's it. Now we're gonna finish with the cheese. Loads of cheese. There's never too much cheese. And we're almost done. We're just gonna bring the heat back on, the minimum possible. We're gonna put the lid on and we're just gonna wait for the cheese to melt. And that's it. That's our lasagna.
12 seconds later.
Look at this beauty. Once the cheese has completely melted, we're gonna kill the heat. Now we're gonna cut this. Like I say in my main Spanish channel, all that's left is eating and be happy. Thank you very much for watching this video. I wanna marry this lasagna. It's just completely beautiful. Oh my god, it's still hot. It's incredibly delicious and easy to make. You can make it in 20 minutes or less. It's very adaptable to your needs and to your likings. Once again, my name is Santiago, the Truffles guy. You are the true fans, Truffles fans. Please try this recipe at home. You can send your results to me at Instagram at the Truffles guy. I hope you enjoyed it and see you on the next one. Bye bye.